Hello, functional family. We are going to do a module today on detoxification through the breath. There's many ways to detoxify. Four in particular that we've focused on. Number one is make sure you have a bowel movement every day, and actually up to 3 bowel movements every day. That's healthy. Next thing is you want to drink half your body weight in ounces of water, and then that will increase urination, so that'll help detoxify your body. Sweating is a great way to do that through sauna or exercise. That's a great way to detoxify your body. And lastly, breathing is a way to detox your body. And so we're going to focus on some different breathing patterns and just the breath in general and how that helps to detoxify the body. So what is detoxification? Detoxification is the body's natural process of eliminating waste and harmful substances. And those harmful substances are the toxins that we take into our body. We take it in through skin, what we put on our skin, products. We breathe it in just through the air. There's a lot of toxins that are in the air. We drink it. And we also eat toxins too that are just in some of our foods that have a lot of additives put into it. So we take a lot of this in, so we need to get rid of it. So the major detox organs are your lungs, which we're talking about today. Just by breathing, we can eliminate quite a bit of toxins, 70%. The liver is also a major detoxing organ along with the kidney, the skin, lymphatic system, and then the colon. So breathing removes up to 70% of toxins. And mainly what it's removing is carbon dioxide, also other toxins too. Our lungs are constantly filtering, releasing, and cleansing. Every exhale removes metabolic waste. So what is the physiology of breathing in detoxification? So we breathe in and oxygen fuels metabolism. And what happens is a waste product of that is carbon dioxide. So the oxygen fuels metabolism, produces energy, and then carbon dioxide is the waste product of that. So removing carbon dioxide prevents acidosis and supports pH balance in our body. And pH is just how many hydrogen ions in our body. And so if we have a lot of them, our pH is low, like at 1. If we don't have very much hydrogen, then it's really high, like around 10. So we just want to make sure that it maintains at like 7.35 to 7.45. That's what we want it. So breathing helps eliminate that CO2, which helps maintain that pH in our body that we desperately need. So deep breathing enhances the lymphatic flow. So we have this system in our body. It's the lymphatic system that helps remove toxins from our body. It also helps with circulation. And most importantly, it helps with parasympathetic activation. That's the rest and digest part of our nervous system. That's very important for us to be there, because we're able to then process a lot of these toxins, move them out of our body, and we're able to then take in nutrients, and that all happens when we have this sympathetic activation going on in our body. So the diaphragm acts like a pump, helping move oxygen in and out, and moving the lymph in and out, and moving blood through the thoracic ducts. So modern breathing problems. So most people underbreathe. They breathe shallow, they have chest level breathing, and that's pretty common. Most people don't know how to do breathing and how to use their diaphragm. And a lot of people are what we call sympathetic, or they're in the fight or flight response all the time, which it pushes the body into the shallow chest level breathing. So again, chronic stress can also create this shallow breathing, which reduces oxygen overall. So any shallow breathing, you're going to get less oxygen exchange. So when you have this less oxygen exchange, the result is sluggish detox pathways. We have inflammation in the body, fatigue, and mental fog. So learning to breathe properly restores balance and supports natural detox pathways in the body. So what are some of the benefits of detoxifying breathing? Well, number one, it enhances oxygen delivery. When we slow our breath down, take bigger breaths, there's a better exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen in the lungs, which then will allow for more oxygenation in the blood to go out to the different cells in the body. Also, when we slow our breathing down and we have this detoxifying breathing, it removes the carbon dioxide and toxins out of our bloodstream, out of our body, and we breathe it out. It also stimulates lymphatic flow. So again, we have this system in our body called the lymphatic system. It's responsible for moving a lot of viruses and bacteria and toxins out of the body. So when we breathe with the different breathing techniques that we're going to go over, it helps to improve this lymphatic flow. It also improves digestion. When we do detoxifying breathing, which is basically slowing our breathing process down, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which then improves our digestion. It also balances our pH. It's very important to have this balance in pH, because if it goes either way, then we can have a lot of sicknesses on either side of that pH balance, and that's a 7.35 to 7.45. That's where our body should be on the pH scale. It lowers cortisol. Again, anytime you activate the parasympathetic system, it's going to decrease stress, which is then going to lower cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone that responds to stressful situations. It elevates with stressful situations. It supports liver and kidney function by, again, that's the parasympathetic control. It boosts mitochondria function. So what it allows it to do is more ATP can be produced because there's a lot less stress coming into the body. We're more parasympathetic, so it improves those mitochondria, which are the powerhouse of our cells, and they give us all of our energy. It reduces anxiety. When you slow breathing down and relax your body, that has a tendency just to relax also your mind, and you become just less anxious in general. And overall, it promotes longevity. The more you stay in the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest, you will have longer, you will live longer, or you'll have longevity. So the art of breathing, 10 detoxifying techniques. So a lot of people, there's a lot of different preferences to different type of meditations and breathing. So I just wanted to supply 10 different ways you can try detoxifying breathing techniques. So these aren't all of them, but they cover a lot of ground here, and I think they'll be good for you to start with. If you just pick one and work on it, see if you like it. If you don't like that one, try a different one on it. But just remember, we want to try to do this detoxifying breathing. We want to do it if we can do it for 30 minutes a day, the research shows it has significant detoxifying effects. So I'm just going to go through the 10 different techniques that I'm recommending. So the first technique is diaphragmatic breathing. When we take a big inhalation in, what happens is our diaphragm drops down. It changes the atmospheric pressure in our lungs, and we pull air in. So just think, when we breathe in, we're actually contracting our diaphragm downward. And when it goes downward, your belly will go out. So everybody do this now. So just take a deep breath in and have your belly go out. So breathe in and just feel your belly go out, and then breathe out and feel your belly go in. So try not to take a chest breath. So put your hand on your chest, put your hand on your belly, and now try to breathe so your chest doesn't move, just your belly moves. Here we go. If you feel your chest move a lot, try to work it, practice it, so you just feel your belly moving and not your chest so much. That's called diaphragmatic breathing. So the next technique we're going to talk about is called box breathing. And that's based on the 4-second rule. So we're going to breathe in for 4 seconds. You're going to hold your breath for 4 seconds. You're going to breathe out for 4 seconds. And then you're going to hold your breath out for 4 seconds. So let's do this right now. So let's breathe in for 4 seconds. I'll prompt you. And now hold for 4 seconds. And now breathe out for 4 seconds. And then hold out for 4 seconds. So when you breathe out, you should try to breathe out with your lips, do like a pursed breathing, so you're breathing out through your mouth. Okay, so try to do that. You should try to do this for probably 10 minutes, up to 30 minutes, but 10 minutes, shoot for that. Try to do this a couple different times through the day, and box breathing is a great way to lower your heart rate. It's a great way to increase your heart rate variability. There's a lot of research that show this is a very successful technique to increase parasympathetic activity. Okay, the next technique is called alternate nostril breathing. And what you're going to do is you'll breathe in for 4 counts for 4 seconds. and then you're going to breathe out for 4 counts and for 4 seconds. So let's give you an example. So I'm going to inhale on the right. So I'm going to close my my left nostril, and I'm going to breathe in through my right. And then I'm going to hold for 4. And then I'm going to breathe out through my left nostril. And then I'm just going to reverse it. Now I'm going to breathe in through my left nostril. Hold. And now I'm going to breathe out through my right nostril. So this is a good technique to use. You need to do this for about 5 to 10 minutes. It will increase, it'll decrease stress. It'll also it'll increase parasympathetic activity, which is what we're looking for. Okay, so this is called the 4-7-8 breathing pattern. So we're going to inhale for 4 counts or 4 seconds. We're going to hold for 7 counts, and we're going to exhale for 8 counts. So anytime we can exhale for longer than we inhale, what's going to happen is we're going to increase parasympathetic activity. We're slowing heart rate down. We're slowing our systems down. We're going into the rest and digest phase of our nervous system. So let's do this. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 7. And now breathe out for 8. And you're just going to repeat this again for about 10 minutes, or if you want up to 30 minutes, because we want to get 30 minutes a day of our breathing. But this is called the 4-7-8 breathing technique. This technique is called the Kapalbhati breathing technique. And so what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in. It's going to be a belly breath. We breathe in, and we inflate our belly, or we use our diaphragm, push it down. We have a belly breath in, and then we have an explosive exhale. So it looks like this. So we have a shorter exhale, and we really want our bellies to go way inward as far as we can. So suck your belly in towards your spine as far as you can. So let's do that again. So we're going to breathe in. We're going to exhale through our mouth and pull our belly in. And we're going to do this for, again, about 5 to 10 minutes. That's probably all you'll need to do with this one, and you can repeat that throughout the day. Again, we want to get up to 30 minutes. I want to do 30 minutes of this technique. This is a little bit more aggressive style technique. This is called resonance frequency breathing. And what it's designed to do is kind of mimic or go along with heartbeat, with respiration and heartbeat. We're trying to get this to coordinate together. So the idea behind this is to try to enhance that and make that happen. So basically it's a slow breath in for 6 seconds and a slow breath out for 6 seconds. So we're breathing in for 6 seconds and we're breathing out for 6 seconds. So this technique is called the ocean breath. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a very deep inhale through your nose, and you're going to exhale through your nose, but you're going to kind of tighten up the back of your throat a little bit, so then it's going to make a sound when you exhale. And it's going to be hopefully like a sound like an ocean. It may take some practice, a little learning curve with this. So, but this is a technique just helps to relieve muscular tightness and just tight muscles. It also helps to relieve anxiety. It increases your oxygen consumption, and it increases your metabolism. So lots of good things happen from this. So here, let's do this. So let's breathe in as long as you can. And then we're going to breathe out now, and we're just going to try to make that ocean sound. Didn't sound perfectly like an ocean, but you get what I mean. This is called the Wim Hof breathing technique. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale through our nose and fill up our lungs as big as we can get it. We're going to exhale through pursed lips. Kind of you pucker your lips and you push your air through your mouth like that. And you're going to repeat this 30 times. And after the last exhale, on the 30th time, you're going to hold your breath for as long as you can. So try to get it for that 20 to 30 seconds or longer. And then you're going to take a big inhale, and then you're going to hold your breath for at least 10 to 20 seconds. And then you're going to repeat this whole process 3 times. So this is called the breath counting. And sometimes this is effective when you're waking up at night and you can't get back to sleep and you have all these things on your mind. So what you do is you just count when you breathe. So for instance, I'm going to count my seconds of breath in, and then I'll count my seconds of breath out. So for instance, I'll breathe in for 5 seconds and then count to myself. So I just counted 5 in my head, and I'm going to breathe out and I'm going to count. And I counted out to 6. And you just repeat this process over and over again. And it's called count breathing. It'll slow your heart rate down. It'll also ease your mind, and it'll bring more relaxation into your body, again, activating parasympathetic nervous system. Gratitude is a very powerful tool that has a lot of psychological and physical benefits. It's really known for increasing parasympathetic activity. And so there's many ways to do gratitude breathing. You can do it with scriptures, you can do it just with positive affirmations, but you breathe in and you have a saying that you're going to say to yourself, like, I am so thankful. And then you can breathe out and you can say what you're thankful for. You can breathe in half of the scripture, breathe out the other half of the scripture. Or if there's a meditation that you go to, breathe in the meditation words, breathe out the meditation words. It just needs to be kind of more of a grateful gratitude type of wording. So just, it's a very powerful tool. I think you'll like it. Give that a try. So let's talk about frequency and how to integrate these practices. So in the morning, this is just an example of how you could integrate them. In the morning, try to do 5 minutes of diaphragmatic breathing. Midday, you could do box breathing. In the evening, you could do gratitude breathing. And it says just 10 to 15 minutes a day can make a measurable difference in detoxification. If you really want to hit the maximum ability to help your body to detoxify through breathing, you want to get up towards that 30-minute mark. That's what we're shooting for. And then what you want to really do is you want to pair your breathing with other practices that you're doing. So pair your breathing with hydration. Make sure you drink half your body weight in ounces of water. You want to do movement, exercise, workouts, yoga, stretching, mobilization, that kind of stuff. You want to sleep 7 to 9 hours a day, with 1 hour being deep sleep and 2 hours being REM sleep. And then you want to have good nutrition. So you want to make sure that you decrease as many toxic foods. You want to make sure that when you're picking out your food that it has 5 ingredients or less, or it doesn't even have an ingredient list, because that means it's just going to be a fruit or a vegetable or something like that. So just remember, eat lots of fruits and vegetables, eat antioxidant type of foods like berries, different type of berries. All that will help with this breathing to help detoxify your body. And in closing, the breath of life is God's first gift to man and woman. When we learn to breathe deeply again, we reconnect to life, to healing, and to the one who sustains every breath, God our Father.